Okay, Jai Mata Di. Today I've got Aditya Kale with me. He's from Pune. He came to know about me from YouTube. Well, guys, all those who do not know about me, this is Chief Engineer Praneeth Mehta. I guess I'm the only Chief Engineer in the entire country taking care of the GME part right now. And guys, I'm running a WhatsApp group by the name of GME Decoded. Also, I've got a YouTube channel running by the name of Merchant Navy Decoded. So all those people who have not subscribed my channel, Merchant Navy Decoded on YouTube, please do that. And yes, if you are a GME aspirant, do join me on my GME Decoded group. And that group, nobody can do any hanky-panky around because only admin can say, and that is me. It is a completely supervised group by me. No useless messages, nothing. Only what I want to deal with. Copied, right, Aditya?
Yes, sir. Sir, there are really very good questions on the group, and I think doing those would be suffice for any exam.
I hope we get the right answers as well, Aditya, because see, questions you
Yes,
can get a
sir.
lot. You can get thousands of questions. But important is what is to be answered. That is the key, right? Because you need to get selected, and that's why you're doing all the hard work, right?
Yes, sir.
So let's start. So Aditya, let me start with your interview and let's start like this. Okay, Aditya, tell me something about yourself.
So actually, I'm from Pune, Maharashtra. I have done my schooling from the Bishop's College School, which is a ICSE board. I've scored 82% in 10th. Uh, in 12th, I got a little less percent. Then I forwarded to a diploma. I did my diploma in Siagat College, where I secured 74% in the final semester. Now, I just completed my 4th year from the MIT School of Engineering. I've got 6.8 CGPA in the final semester. And so I've done my project on a hybrid electrical bike, uh, which increases the efficiency of the motor and also the battery. I have been a state level boxing player, and I've played athletics in diploma for 3 years. Uh, I've represented the college. So right now I'm looking. Right now I'm aspiring for the GME course.
Okay. Okay,
Yes,
Aditya,
sir.
your first question, and I was not happy at all because you know very well that this is the first question which is going to be asked by an interviewer anyhow, right? So if you cannot impress me with this question, at least don't demotivate me asking you further questions. Now, I am finding a guy, Aditya, over here, who I am feeling when you see this video yourself on YouTube, you will find that I could not find you confident enough when you're speaking about yourself. You're telling, actually, sir, my name is Aditya Kale. What do you mean by actually? Why do you need the word actually to come in between, right? Then I did not ask you whether you got less percentage or not. Sir, in 12th, I got less percentage. You're telling me yourself what your flaws are. Why are you doing that? Did I ask you? No.
So actually, I did bad in my interview, but I took an oath on myself that I won't do it again. That's why I gained good marks in diploma also, and
I
I
know,
did
Aditya.
my fair share in.
Aditya, I know.
Yes,
What
sir.
I'm telling is, in an interview, you have to sound confident with this, at least this first question, which you know he's going to ask, first thing. Second thing is, there should be no loopholes in this first question itself. You gave me a loophole, ki, sir, 10th mein I got good marks, in 12th I got less marks. Now, you are giving a question in my mind itself. Arey, 12th mein iske number kam aaya. Now, I'll ask him why he got less marks. Why to give this unnecessary chance? You can straight away tell me, sir, 10th I got these marks, 12th I got these marks. Fine. Right? Make sense?
Yes, sir.
So relax. But I want whenever you prepare your first question, it should be without any loopholes at all. And the way you're smiling right now, keep smiling when you answer this first question. Because this is the basic question which is going to be asked, right?
Yes, sir.
And this first question is going to decide how your interview is going to go further. Now you talked about this, you made a project on hybrid electrical. What was the full name?
So hybrid electrical vehicle. So
Now,
we use the
wait. Now, the moment you say that, my first question will be, what do you mean by hybrid?
So hybrid, it is the combination of different controllers in order to gain more efficiency in either your motor or your battery.
What is a controller? Next question.
So a controller is used to um, control the torque and the torque, the ripples, and the electrical degree of in a bike. So
I'm
that
talking about what is a controller. I'm not talking about your hybrid electrical controllers. I'm talking what is a controller. What is a controller? How do you define a controller?
um, so I don't
Now,
know.
I know you don't know, but when you say something, you have to know the meaning. You use the hanky panky word, hybrid electrical controller, something like that. I do not want to know those hybrid words. I want to know this Aditya whether he knows the basics clearly or not. Point number 2 taken. So whatever
Yes,
word
sir.
you are using in your interview, it can be counter attacked immediately. Make sense?
Yes, sir. I'll keep that in mind.
Yes. So next time when you talk about your project, you have to ensure that you know each and everything. Whatever words you're using, you need to know very basically. Acha, hybrid means this, controller means this. And when you talk about electrical, then immediately a lot of questions from electrical can come in. And the moment electrical can come in, make sure that you are very strong with the electrical part. They can ask you a simple question is how does an induction motor work. Chalo, now because you have started with the project hybrid electrical, I got the word electrical triggered in my mind as an interviewer, and now I'm going to start with electrical. Otherwise I would have started with maybe IC engine or something. Now I'll start with electrical. Okay, how does an induction motor work?
So an induction motor has two. Um,
Jai Mata Di.
so it has a primary winding and a secondary winding.
Nahi
Uh,
aata.
so
Let me stop over here,
no,
let me
sir.
stop now. You must be thinking I shall not be talking about the project at all, right? Is this the thought coming to your
Yes,
mind
sir.
right now?
Yes, sir.
Now, then you are a
So because
stupid.
I'm not that good.
No, then
So
you are a
I'm not
stupid.
that good at electrical.
No problems. Then you are a stupid fool because neither am I so good at electricals. But now, when you know that you have made a project, try to give 40 minutes a day, 1 hour a day for next 1 month continuously on this electrical part. Because the moment you talk about your project, you talk about hybrid controllers, you know the immediately your interviewer is going to ask you about this. Now, anything and everything that is dealing with this thing, you need to know that. Work on that. And it is very easy today. Everything is available on net everywhere. Go talk to your teachers, work on that. And buddy, this can be your most added advantage, which you right now are thinking, sir, it will not work. Because now you know the interviewer is going to ask you from this, and you know what to prepare well, and you prepare it well, and you'll get selected over there. And then that is how an interview goes.
Yes, sir.
So, Aditya, rule number 1, again, coming back to the point, don't get disheartened. What would say, every obstacle that you find in your life can be converted into an opportunity. It's just the way you perceive it, how you look at it, whether it's a problem or an opportunity. So, this can be an opportunity if you work on it.
Okay.
It will become a problem if you do not work on it. Done?
Yes, sir.
Pakka, sure.
Yes, sir. I'll work on it.
Yes, you have to work on it, otherwise you'll get screwed. And if you work on it, you'll get selected. Chalo, let's not talk about hybrid because I know electrical is not your forte, neither is it mine. So not to worry. But since you have talked in your project, make sure that you know it well. Controllers, whatever words you're using, you
Yes,
need
sir.
to know. Okay, chalo, aate hain. Let's talk
Yes, sir.
about basics. Why do you want to join Merchant Navy?
So actually, shipping industry supports at almost 80 to 90% of the world's trade. So I wanted to be in a job where I could see different businesses. I could gain knowledge about them. Also, also I would like to meet new people on the board, gain new what
Okay, Aditya,
gain
stop
new
over here.
experiences about it. So
Aditya,
yes,
stop.
sir.
Again, I'm so
So
sorry,
I
but
can
I have to
continue.
stop in between. Yes. Reason is, Aditya, this is the second most common question asked by an interviewer. Again, right? Now, I can see Aditya is thinking, his eyes are going like this, wandering like this. So he's applying his brains. Why is he applying his brains? Because it is not coming involuntary from his heart, his mind. Why? Because he's not given it a very clear thought. The right answer is, sir, job chahiye. Right answer is, sir, paisa chahiye. Yes. But he doesn't want to say that. And then he's using, I want to
So
meet new people. I know you want to meet new people, but is it the sole reason? No, it is not. The sole reason is maybe you want a job, you've done mechanical engineering, maybe you did not get a job where you would have been satisfied with the money that you're getting, and you have to be honest, yeah. See, always remember, Aditya, when you speak from your heart, you always get connected with the
Will
interviewer.
connect.
Each and every one of you is going to have different reasons. If there are not different reasons, at least there will be different way of communicating with the interviewer, right? So I am not going to give you the exact answer what you need to say, because that will be Praneeth Mehta's answers, my originality, not yours, Aditya. So when it comes to you,
Yes,
identify,
sir.
write on a piece of paper, think about it a day. क्यों करना चाहता हूँ? Then write it down, then learn it. At least memorize it a bit so that you are fluent when you say that. Don't use hi-fi words. When you're talking about merchant navy, it should come as if you are imagining that you are on a ship. What would have you done? When you're talking about good salary, you should feel that you have become actually rich. Sir, वो जो salary है ना sir, मुझे I have heard that it's such a good salary. I've never seen a merchant navy guy being poor in life and something like that. And maybe sir, in future I would love to become an entrepreneur or something, and I need money. Whatever you feel like, but say from your heart, like I am doing right now. I am not bothered
Yes,
whether it's
sir.
an interview or not, but I am speaking from my heart. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. चलो, let's talk about. Okay, uh, what are the different kinds of ships you know, Aditya?
So different kinds of ship. So there are bulk carriers, there are oil tankers, there are go-go ships, there are chemical carriers. Um, so that's it.
Beta, there are no go-go ships. Those are roll-on and roll-off vessels. Ro-ro ships. Ro-ro.
Ro-ro
R-O-R.
ships, sir. Sorry, sir.
Ro-ro ships. First of all,
Yes,
now
sir.
over here, ये भी कॉमन क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. So there are bulk carriers, containers. Then see, हमेशा जब भी when you talk about the types of ships, uh, segregate them into dry, liquid, and gas.
Gas,
Three states. There are three states of matter, right? Solids, liquids, and gas.
solid
So
liquid.
let us segregate them in that. Solids में bulk carriers, they carry iron ore, they can carry coal, they can carry grain, they can carry sweet corn, they can carry these things. So these are solids. Cement carriers. So cement भी carry करते हैं. So these are bulk carriers. Containers में you know big containers which carry different kinds of solid materials. Like you have to get a laptop from US, so it comes in a container, right? So containers हो गए.
Yes,
Then चलो solids के अंदर say we have talked about these two vessels. We can also talk about roll on and roll off vessels, RO vessels, RORO vessels. They carry cars. So again solids. So you know there are three types of solid which carry solids. Three types of ships. Then comes to
yes, sir.
liquids. So in liquids mein what we have? We have got a crude oil tanker which carries crude oil. We have got a product tanker which can carry palm oil, vegetable oil. We can have chemical tankers which
Okay.
carry chemicals like hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, right?
Yes, sir.
Then we can have a gas side. Now let's come to the gaseous side. LNG carriers, LPG carriers, right?
Yes, sir.
So now it becomes easy for you to segregate and learn, and so that you can give at least 4 to 5 examples. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Totally.
done. Chalo. Next question is, buddy. Uh, what is mean piston speed in IC engines? What is mean piston speed?
Mean piston speed in IC engine. So 1500 to 2000 RPM.
Oh. Beta, that is RPM. That is the revolution of the engine. Ki at what RPM the engine is rotating. It's a high speed engine,
Yes, sir.
medium speed engine, or a slow speed engine. But what I'm talking about is what is mean piston speed. Now over here, I'm not talking about revolutions. I'm talking about speed of the piston.
The speed of the piston.
Piston is moving up and down, right?
Yes, sir.
Acha, how do you define speed? What is speed?
So speed is time into distance.
Now I would not have
Distance
selected
upon
it.
time.
Now
Distance
Aditya,
upon time. Sorry, sir.
ah,
I'm just.
no problems. But if you see, always remember, there are a few questions which are failing questions, and there are few questions which are passing questions. Understood? So what happens
Yes,
is,
sir.
in an interview, there can be 10 questions asked. It is not important that you know all of them to pass. There can be any two very good questions which you have answered, which might impress me and I might pass you. There can be 5 average answers that can pass you. And there can be only one bad answer that can fail you. One bad answer. So this could have been that bad answer which I would have failed you as an interviewer. कि इस बच्चे को ये नहीं पता कि speed is distance upon time. I know you are nervous right now, but these are basics. Now speed is distance
Yes, sir.
upon time,
This
right?
is upon time.
Now,
Yes, sir.
when suppose engine is running at 60 revolutions per minute, that means piston in 1 second, it is going up and coming down, right?
Yes, sir.
Again I'll repeat, when engine is running at 60 revolutions per minute, that means 1 revolution per second. 1 revolution per second means 1 unit piston is going up and down. That is the meaning of 1 complete revolution, right? That
Yes, sir.
means piston has traveled total distance of 2 strokes, 2L. That is the distance traveled in 1 second. So
Yes, sir.
that is the mean piston speed.
Okay.
Now, so
Okay.
अब इसको तुम्हें कैसे simplify way में define करना है? Say it is 120 revolutions per minute. Then how much will be the total distance traveled? It will be 4L, because in
4.
1 second your piston will be traveling twice.
4 times.
So 4 the
Twice.
L. Distance traveled will be 4 into length of the stroke. So that is the distance. So this is how you learn simply. Just by learning the definition is not going to help. You need to know the basics how it works. Make sense, Aditya?
Yes, sir.
चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं, आगे बढ़ते हैं. What is the difference between a crankshaft and a camshaft? Basic में बताओ,
So the
whatever you.
camshaft is, yes, sir. So the camshaft is used to connect the connecting rod and the piston, and the camshaft is used for the opening and closing of the inlet and outlet valves. Um,
चलो first of all, whenever I
so the
put
material.
camshaft into your mind, guys, in your brains, always ensure when you talk about camshaft, you specifically mention whether you're talking about a camshaft of a 2-stroke engine or you're talking about a camshaft of a 4-stroke engine. The role that a camshaft plays in both the engines is a bit different.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because in a 2-stroke
Yes, sir.
engine, when I talk about camshaft, the camshaft is doing two purposes. That is, it is it is moving the piston, it is moving the plunger of the fuel pump up and down for injecting fuel, right? And it is also opening and closing the exhaust valve. That is in a 2-stroke engine.
Yes.
But in a 4-stroke engine, it is opening and closing inlet valves and exhaust valves, and also moving the plunger up and down so that fuel can be injected. So in a 4-stroke engine, camshaft is serving 3 purposes. In a 2-stroke engine, camshaft is serving 2 purposes. Ensure, yes, make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what is the purpose of a crankshaft? What does a crankshaft do?
So the crankshaft is responsible for the rotatory movement of the piston.
But the pistons are
So
responsible for the rotatory motion of the crankshaft. भाई pistons में जब
okay,
ऊपर
yes,
combustion
the
होता है, the pistons come down because of that explosion taking place, and that is how your crankshaft is rotating. So it is vice versa. Pistons are rotating the crankshaft, right?
yes, sir. The piston, so the energy generated by the piston is supplied to the crankshaft, and the crankshaft further gives it to the. So no,
Okay.
sir, I'm out.
No problem, no problems, no problem. This is very normal. See, you know a lot of stuff, but what happens is you come to an interview, sometimes you know in your mind, but your mind and your mouth is not getting connected together. There is a big gap in between. So due to which this is happening. But crankshaft is connected to propeller. So when crankshaft rotates, your propeller rotates. When your propeller rotates, your ship moves in ahead or astern direction, right? Ahead means forward,
Yes, sir.
astern means backwards. Yes, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Chalo. Uh, what is a flywheel?
So a flywheel is a device which is used to store the energy, the excess energy, which is generated by the any machine which in which we attach it. If we take a IC engine, the energy supplied by the piston is stored in the flywheel, and which can be later used when the energy when enough energy is not generated, so that the working won't stop.
Okay. So what do you mean by when the enough energy is not being produced? You said when the energy is being produced, it stores the energy, and when the energy is not being produced, it uses the energy. What do you mean by that? Can you give me a bit of explanation on that, please?
Um, so
No. Now,
no,
again,
sir.
this is something that I want to know. I do not want to know the definition of flywheel. I want to know how deep inside Aditya knows these basics or not. Now, suppose in an interview, you could have answered this question very well. I might have selected you. Out of 10 questions, 2 good questions for me are sufficient. But in those 2 questions, you need to have very good knowledge. Now, Aditya, let's take it otherwise. Now, let's change the course. Suppose the question comes, Aditya, tell me any topic that you're comfortable with with yourself so that I can ask questions from that topic.
So I think fluid mechanics is
You
a
think?
good forte for me. Yes, sir, because the other subjects also I've prepared for them, but I think fluid mechanics is
Okay.
kind of
Now,
my
Aditya,
forte.
whenever someone asks you this question, always understand it's a very dicey question. Why? Because he's giving you an opportunity to prove yourself. It is like 50-50 thing. So when he asks you, that means now show me what you know. Because I have asked you 10 questions, and maybe in these questions you did not know well. Why? Because you cannot know everything. So I'll give you one more chance. I'll ask you from something which you know the best. And when you say I think, sir, that means you are not confident on yourself. The first answer, sir, it is fluid mechanics. Straight away, end of story. But again, this opportunity can become, I'm repeating again, this opportunity can become a very big obstacle when you cannot answer the questions on that topic. So when you say
Yes,
fluid
sir.
mechanics, you have to be very, very, very careful that you know. Now let me ask, let me start. Okay. What do you
Yes,
mean
sir.
by Venturi effect?
By the Venturi effect. Um,
So now you fail. Getting a point? See,
yes, sir.
in a split seconds, I can get an idea whether you can see. I have to make this video in a proper way. That's why in between wherever I feel that you're getting stuck, I'm immediately speaking because I have to keep it short and crisp. But I can make
Yes,
that out
sir.
from your face whether you know the answer or not. So what I want to say
Yes,
is,
sir.
buddy, now it was a 50-50 interview between both of us. But the moment you could not answer this question, now you have failed. Understood, Aditya? That is how an
Yes,
interview is
sir.
conducted. So I guess you got a very good idea about how an interview is conducted, how you have to lead an interview, where you lack, and how you can improve on your interviewing skills. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have.
So you
Thank you for
now,
today, sir.
array
It
definitely.
was really good for.
I'll be when I
I'll
put
really
this
work on
video.
myself.
Well, yes. When I put this video on YouTube, watch this video not once but at least 5 times. You only watch it, because when you watch this video
Yes, sir.
and only watch what you are saying, you don't have to watch what I'm saying or listening what I'm saying. Just look at your uh, way of speaking. Just look at the way you are talking. Just look at the way when you're getting confused, your eyes are going over here and there. They are wandering. So you'll get a very good
Okay.
idea ki what is happening around. So this is a good initiative. Let us see how it goes. Aditya, my best wishes. Don't get demotivated. Always remember,
No,
it
sir.
might be an interview where I might have asked questions which you did not know. Yes, it can be a bad day, but you can convert it into a big day, important day, by working on the obstacles and converting into opportunities. Right?
Yes, sir.
So, are you going to do that?
Yes, I'm gonna do that.
So, guys, this is
I'm
Merchant
gonna
Navy
prepare
Decode.
much better.
Definitely. So, guys, this is Merchant Navy Decoded, and over here, this is Chief Engineer Praneeth Mehta trying to help Aditya Kale today. If you have liked this video, do like and subscribe this YouTube channel, and do share this video with others as well. Thank you very much. Jai Mata Di. Bye, Aditya. Take care. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye.